Welcome back to Tech ER. I'm your host, Jessica. Tonight is our live-in segment. We are accepting all of your questions, concerns, uncertainties. If you're wondering what that watermelon is doing on our table, we would love to take in your guesses. I will not tell you why it's there, but there is, I swear, there is logic to the madness. But please call us. You can call us at 905-848-5483. Okay, so we want to hear from you. So, Nguyen, I'm sorry to cut you off earlier, but you were mentioning that a woman came in to Cafe Nick's. What did she want to purchase? I got this 32 gigabyte for $150, and the 16 gigabyte is going for $100. And the reason being is because HP announced that they're just stepping away from the consumer hardware market. They're sticking to the corporate. So they're still going to be selling PCs and printers, but no more touchpads. And it's interesting because this was only on the shelf for about 7 weeks, and they decided, see you later, we're not going to sell. And it's because of people like Justin that keep buying iPads.
Again. Somebody dust the footprints off my back as I get walked all over on the set of Tech ER.
Yeah, well,
from Jess.
The problem is now, like, a lot of people are thinking, well, okay, yes, it's a bargain, but is it even worth to even purchase because of the fact that WebOS, the operating system that it runs on, is obviously going to become obsolete. Like, there's going to be no development towards that. The application's what it is what it is. But there are some good features to it anyhow. Like for $150 or $100, if you were lucky enough to get your hands on one of these, I mean, there's a built-in camera on it. The applications are still great. There's a GPS system on it. It's still Wi-Fi compatible. So for $150 or $100, it's still a steal. How much did you pay for the iPad? 6 days is left until the official digital conversion takes place. Are you guys prepared? Do you guys know what it is?
Yes.
Yes, you're lying. It's okay. It's okay. So basically, on August 31st, all broadcasters will be switching their analog transmission to digital. For many reasons, one of them primarily for quality purposes, so sound and picture will be a lot better, but also to free up the 700 megahertz spectrum, which is very precious and near and dear to many service providers. Digital transmission is compressed, so it's freeing up this airway. So now there's this debate as to really how's the government of Canada going to allocate this freed up spectrum. I was going to say that. I feel like it's almost like people perhaps selling the cable services might jump on that and say, like if you don't convert to our digital services, then you're just not going to get television, which is a complete misconception, as you've mentioned. So I don't know. Like, I mean, either way, it's happening in 6 days. Officially, the digital conversions. Whether or not you actually are impacted, probably not, because I myself personally, I have a PVR at home. I'm good to go. I don't know if you, maybe Justin still has their kick. He hasn't been talking much about this, so he's secretly sitting there thinking, you know what, I have that TV and I just don't want to talk about it. So
just like I slid down the back of a dinosaur on the way in here, like Fred Flintstone too,
Welcome back to our live to air Tech ER episode. We are taking all our viewer calls. Thank you so much, Bojangles, for asking that question before the break. We actually have another caller on the line, and this is Ricky from Brampton. Sorry to interrupt you, Justin. We actually have another caller.
Cool.
From Brampton by the name of Andrew. Andrew, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Andrew. How are you doing this evening?
Good. How about yourself?
What's up, Andrew?
Great. Thank you for asking. And what is your question?
Well, my main question was about the watermelon. Okay. I know all the viewers want to know because we're all intrigued about the watermelon. So that is my main question.
Okay.
What's your guess?
Yeah, we'll take guesses. If you're right, I'll tell you.
What's his guess?
Yeah, what's his guess?
My guess about the watermelon?
Yeah.
I think that this has something to do with a new software coming out, and it's called the watermelon, or
you know what?
or some sort of fruit.
Right.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second? Okay.
Yes.
The reason why that's so complicated is because our technologies become so much more converged, okay? So you can actually use this same remote, the universal remote, to access your DVD player, to your sound system. See, Justin wouldn't know this because he has a archaic television at home with the knobs on it. Remember how I mentioned earlier? So of course he's not used to using these technologies, right? I'm sorry. That's the last of it, I swear. And we actually have a caller on the line by the name of Saba. Saba, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
And where are you from, Saba?
From Mississauga.
Fantastic.
Hey, Saba.
Go Saga!
Yeah.
What's your question?
Mississauga.
I just wanted to ask your opinion.
Sure.
Do you think Google Plus is a better social network than Facebook, and do you see it becoming just as popular?
I'm so glad you asked that question because I was actually just ranting and raving about it to Wally, and he's like, no one cares about Google Plus, but clearly he's the one that doesn't even know what's going on. I mean, I love that personally. There's also a feature called Sparks. So you're able to actually plug in different type of subjects that you are interested in, and on your news feed, it'll plug out different types of websites in association with those subjects that you stipulate, and you're able to learn about it every time you log into your Google Plus account, which is very cool. It's almost like your personalized RSS feed. And I mean, I don't know the second part of your question because these guys don't know about Google Plus, right? So that's a clear indication.
And we don't care. So I don't care.
That's a clear indication that I don't think that it'll ever dominate or succeed Facebook by any means. I think Facebook has a pretty good ground with respect to the social network medium. I think it might be a subsidiary. It might be something that people use in addition to Facebook.
Yeah, like an overlap, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Facebook will be going anywhere. Let's get to the watermelon, shall we? So, this is called our What the Tech segment, and every week we'll be featuring a strange gadget, technology, whatever it may be, that is just outrageous and plain like weird and strange. So I came across an application called Melon Meter. Okay, it's an application by iPhone, and basically after 2 years of extensive research, this application developer has been able to create this algorithm to measure the sound of what a ripe melon is supposed to emit when you smack it. So have you ever been to like a grocery store and you've seen like those elderly women just going, and like if it's a ripe melon, it's supposed to emit a certain sound, right? I personally I've never been able to master it. I'm normally just watching from a corner and then I wait till they leave and I run over and I'm tapping it too, just going around like I'm just some person drumming watermelons.
Right.
But it's very funny. So you know what?
Right.
We're going to get Justin to test out this Melon Meter application since he's so enthused about the whole situation.